Cheers, everybody. We are back for another edition of Bourbon on a Budget. TJ Pittenger, Brendan Sonnone, and Ben Cock back with you guys again to review some whiskey. That said, we don't know what we're reviewing. We'll get into why that is in just a moment. But before we even get started on anything, Ben, nice to have you back. We missed you on Monday. Let's take our AirPods out, earphones out, turn your volume down, whatever you got to do. Brendan, tell the people what we're reviewing tonight. Ben and I don't know. We'll get into that in a minute. But
okay,
Brendan, it's all you.
All right. I'm going to test real quick. Can you guys hear me? All right. So it's all on me. Yeah, we will let you guys know why TJ and Ben are doing this blind in a minute. So basically, I'm sending them several different blind bourbons for the next month here. And I'm starting off with one that I think is going to have a chance to make the big board. I really love it. And it's one we haven't actually reviewed on the show yet, surprisingly, somehow. And it's a one that I love for beginners and veterans alike. It's Four Roses Single Barrel. It's 100 proof. It's from the Four Roses Distillery. It's about $40 a bottle. Maybe you can find it for a little bit less than that, like at Costco, like 35 or so. And it's an immaculate value at that price range. It's a high rye mash bill at 35%. And then I believe 60% corn, and then whatever the math is after was malted barley. It's about 7 to 9 years old. So you're talking about, a 7 to 9 year old whiskey. Single barrel is going to vary every now and then, but decent proof, good quality it's a pretty bottle too. I won't show you guys now, for only $35 to $40. Yeah, this is going to have a chance to make the big board. So with that, I'm going to wave like this so they know to unmute their earphones and get me off this main screen because I don't like that. All right.
All right.
I don't like being the center of
attention. We back, baby.
We're back. All right. So what did you just say? Give us a quick little recap. Of
I said what it was. Oh, never mind. It
was being a joke.
I get it.
So the reason we're doing this is because this is Brendan month. So this is a month where Brendan has sent us 4 samples, and he's going to try to get things on the big board, things that he thinks are bangers or really good for the budget. Obviously, you already know. I mean, some of you are already judging in your mind if he's done a good job of that or not, because you know what we're reviewing. Ben and I have no clue. I'm on Whole 30 Day 4. This is the first bit of alcohol I've had. Again, I get the reprieve for the review days.
Yeah, for work, not pleasure.
Right. Yeah, I'm not enjoying it. This is miserable.
Yeah.
But I had my Lara bar earlier, so we're even. All right, Ben, what do you think about the nose on this thing?
I am really liking this nose. So this is a really solid nose. I think it's somewhat fruity, but definitely high, like a lot of chocolate. I get a lot of chocolate on the nose, like dark chocolate. But it's fruity and chocolatey. Chocolate and fruit.
I'm kind of getting chocolate fruit too. And I really, really love this nose.
I do. I think it's really good.
That said, I haven't had anything to drink in 4 or 5 days. I mean, that sounds like a true alcoholic. But like, I also don't, like any kind of bourbon right now would be like, and I've been on Whole 30. So it's not just like dry January. It's like, I'm not eating anything that's fun either. And so
just January.
Oh, I'm going to be at a major advantage this month with all the flavor that you're going to be getting.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow, that's damn.
Well, I'll just actually pick good bourbons though on my month, so that'll be fun. So, yeah, nose is really good, sweet, oaky, very, very classic bourbon. Nose, nothing just out of the ordinary, nothing insane.
Yeah,
doesn't have a lot of spice in there that I'm picking up. It doesn't smell like obnoxiously hot as far as proof goes.
I think it's like 100.
Yeah,
we'll 98 know more about that 105.
Know more about that as we taste. But yeah, just picking up a pretty classic bourbon nose at this point. Brendan, do you have any thoughts?
I agree with what you guys are saying in the general realm of the nose. Ben, I was getting more of a milk chocolate than a dark chocolate, but we're really splitting hairs there. It is chocolatey. It is more of a milk.
I was
chocolate,
more of a semi-sweet.
It was a salted caramel, not
fruitiness on it. Like, to me, I'm getting more. It's more in the range of like floral, like a honeysuckle. Yeah. So it's very sweet for sure. Very pretty. No spices, like TJ said. Maybe more herbally, kind of, but not like hot pepper or baking spices, anything like that. And so it's a traditional bourbon.
I kind of think I've had this before, and I'm almost excited. Like I think I know what it is.
Mm.
My palate is so refined right now. It's laser focused.
Have you been drinking the last 4 days?
Not really.
Are you doing Whole 30?
After this week?
Okay.
So are
So
you
next
starting on
Monday.
Sunday? Are you? Oh, you're going through the weekend.
Probably through the weekend.
Oh.
Because we don't get
Ben's
back to
running a
Orlando.
race.
Yeah,
Ben's running a race on Saturday, so everybody shout out Ben.
that's right.
A
you
mega
wanna follow me.
marathon, 50 miles.
That's right. All my hands.
A half marathon. But Ben started Whole 30 a little later to not have that kind of going on.
Right.
So I talked about this on Tuesday's show. I can't wait to drink bourbon in front of you. Ben came over to my house and grabbed a really good barrel aged beer the other night. I was like so jealous that he was going to drink it that night, and I had water with lemon. I had water with lemon.
It was so good.
Water with lime juice. Sorry.
Have you thought of barrel aging water?
Throw it in.
And just have that. There's some barrel aged water. Throw
It's
some
a triple
throw
barrel.
like
aged.
a twist of orange in
Throw
there.
it into a
That'll be
rum
cocktail.
casket might not be too bad.
My-
Just kind of get some.
Just
That's
some
definitely
flavor.
Whole 30. That's definitely Whole 30.
It counts. My buddy's grandpa will put just a splash of whiskey in a whole glass, like a full glass of water.
Mhm.
And I tried it. It actually, you can get like just like the very basic notes. I did it with Russell's Reserve.
Interesting.
And yeah. so-
I like throwing a splash of water in an entire glass of whiskey.
Well, me
You're doing it the
too.
wrong way.
I do the opposite.
but
of that.
sometimes if you want to do it like at 3:00 in the afternoon, like we're doing now,
301.
don't want to feel like a raging alcoholic.
All right,
taste.
on to the taste.
Taste.
I am getting a little bit more of and it's making me think I kind of may know what this is. Ben and I will both be way off, and nobody will be close. I'm getting more of a nutty spice, not in a bad way, but I'm kind of getting some of those characteristics, like
Nutty, huh?
Spice was the first thing. I don't want to show you because you may see what it is. Spice was the first thing I wrote down for the taste.
Interesting.
Not nutty though. I disagree with you totally in totality.
Kara was saying the other night she hates when you do this when you're sipping whiskey. Just to let you know to do that more when she's over.
Who does that, Ben?
Ben does that, yeah, big
Yeah.
time.
Sorry.
Yeah, definitely some spice on it. A little nutty. Not like bad, not like unpleasant, like the nasty peanut skin that we hate.
Mhm.
But yeah, maybe I'm just interpreting some of that spice there. Ben, what do you think on the taste?
Yeah, so there's some of the sweet characteristics come through. I lose some of the chocolate, but I gain like floral and like spice, floral spice, vanilla. Definitely a ton of vanilla there.
Mm-hmm.
Vanilla, yeah.
But I think it's good. I in my head when I'm drinking this, the nose and the taste for me, this is like it should be in the $50 to $60 range in my head. 50 to 65. I'll give you a little wider range. Yeah.
Are you
Probably in that 50 to 65 range.
How are you interpreting the sweetness? Is it like a vanilla? Is it a
Honey.
caramel? Honey.
Honey. Yep.
I'm almost getting a. Don't call me crazy. Let me take one more sip.
You're crazy.
This is all I have until the next week.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy it.
I like how you gave me
A
like
little
third
banana?
of
A little
that,
bit of
and then-
banana? Am I crazy on that?
I got a little bit of banana initially too, and as it's settled,
Okay.
like I think it's gone more to like I get more like cherry, but I agree with Ben totally on the honey. I don't know why I'm holding up the
Honey, yeah, I don't know why you're doing this. You've
Yeah,
never
dude,
you
what
haven't
are
done
you
this in
doing
a
over
year of shows.
Yeah,
because I just
yeah.
got this. I just got a
his diary. That's right.
diary, dear
Forgot about
diary.
that.
Yeah,
hurt my feelings
They're
today.
light. They're light sweetnesses. It's not like a really heavy dark caramel or dark chocolate that we may have picked up on the nose. It's a light vanilla or honey or banana or things like that. So anyway, yeah, I'm on board there. Finish.
It's not unpleasant. I mean, it's kind of gone for me. Like, I don't think this is proofed up enough. Like I said, I think this is probably in the 100 range. Like, I would say 98 to 103. I'm gonna give myself five spread, right? And I think it's just proofed down a little bit to make sure I don't have a whole lot of big finish. But it's not. It doesn't get bitter. Like a lot of like the $30 to $35 bottles. Like it gets bitter on the end for me. And I'm not getting that. It's just kind of.
Mhm.
It just kind of goes away.
This could be because I haven't drank in 4 or 5 days, but
Drunken.
I actually
Drunk, drink.
Drinking.
Is it? I actually like this finish. I don't think it holds on forever, but I think it's like slightly above average. Like when we get to our, we haven't got to the rating yet, but I'm between like a 0.5 and a 0.75. I think it's just slightly above average, but it's good. I like the way it holds on. I'm not assuming that it's going to hold on like crazy, but as I really started to think about it, like I think it's above average. So, Brendan?
I agree with both you guys that it's not this super depthy finish, but it's pleasant. It's nice. It probably ranges in the average to above average. There's a nice spice. Some of the fruitiness that's on the palate. This is a really solid finish.
I think so. All right, want to rate it? For those that don't know, our rating system is 2 points for the nose, 4 points for the taste. Brendan, if you can do this.
Yep, I am adding. Yeah, I got the spreadsheet up now.
I don't want to pull it up. 2 points for the taste. I'm sorry, 2 points for the nose, 4 points for the taste, 1 for the finish, 1 for how cohesive and complex it is, and then 2 points for the value. Brendan will tell us what it is, or we'll try and guess, or whatever.
I want to guess as we go. I want to guess the specs.
Yeah, we want to guess the specs.
Yes. Let's roll. So, nose.
Is it to me first?
Ben?
Yeah,
first.
you can go first.
Out of 2. Actually, I like this a lot. So I'm going to go 1.5.
All right. And I'll go last for all of these, just so I'm not influencing anything, since I know what it is. So
you'll start giving it 2s, being a homer.
Yeah, probably. I've never done that before.
It's a sweet honey caramel nose. Yeah, it's a classic bourbon nose. Everything you love about bourbon, this is 1.5.
I am with you guys. I had 1.5 as well. I think it's, for all the reasons you said, it's really solid nose, very classic, but does a few things differently to get it above average. Very nice. Taste out of 4. Ben?
3. I think 3.
All right.
I think 3 is right.
So I'm really close to there. I'm going 2.75. Very good, above average. Not a lot to complain about. I don't know if it quite makes that 3 threshold, but it's very close. Closer to 3 than 2.5, but 2.75 is perfect.
I was at 3, so I'm in the same range as you guys. I wish there was a little bit more drama to it, but it is still very pleasant. And again, down home plate with just a deviates a little bit here and there. So it's, I won't get too much. I don't want to say anything else. It's good.
It's going to score. I mean, once we get there, it's going to score well, I think, for cohesiveness. I don't know that it's going to go crazy with the complexity, and we'll obviously get to that point in a minute. But finish. Ben, I feel like I know where you're at on it, but go ahead.
Yeah, this is out of 1. And so I will give this a 0.5. Like, it's not unpleasant, so I like it. So, yeah, 0.5.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go 0.75 here. It's above average. It's probably closer to like a 0.65, 0.6, but like I'm going to round up here. So I rounded down on the last thing. I round up here, 0.75. I don't know. It's a quarter point.
How's TJ the homer? Because he's not even able to pick it. I'm going to go 0.75. I am with TJ. Like, I think it's close. Like, it's between 0.5 and 0.75. It's not a perfect finish, but it's a really pleasant one. And I think it's above average. So I got to go 0.75. It's not average. It's better than most bourbons out there, finish-wise.
Yeah,
so,
I agree. Cohesiveness and complexity. I'll go first here. I'll just give it a 0.5. I don't think it's super complex. I'd probably be closer to 0.75 than like 0.25. Like, I wish I could give this like a 10th for complexity. But even if I gave it a 10th, I'd still have to round down to 0.5. So 0.5.
Okay.
Agreed. 0.5.
I'll go 0.5 as well. I was between 0.5 and 0.75. I rounded up for the last one, so I'll round down to this one. So
when I did that, you called me a homer.
I didn't call you a homer, did I?
You literally just did.
No, Ben, I was laughing at Ben calling you a homer because it's not your. Yeah, don't be so sensitive.
Homer
I don't get it. All right, so
let's try and guess the specs here. What do we have? We have proof, price.
Let's go type, right? So like bourbon,
type,
rye.
Proof, price.
So people know at home. I have revealed to TJ and Ben. The only thing I've really given them is that what my kind of criteria was, and then secondly, there's a budget bourbon, so like a sub $30 one. There is a standard bourbon. There's a rye, and there's a cask strength whiskey
for the
bourbon.
month.
For the month.
We know that this. So we essentially know that if this happened to be the rye, So we really don't know anything because you gave us 4 different things. But if this was the rye, then everything else the rest of the month we'd know was a bourbon.
This is
right?
stellar
Like,
if it's under $30, and there's
Yeah.
no way this is under $30. No way. No freaking way.
I might,
Way
I,
to find
I
out.
might guess under 30. All right. What do you got first for proof, Ben?
I'm thinking this is we got to be within 5 points.
Okay.
So I'm thinking this is at 100 proof.
I'll go 98 because just I'm gonna err on the well. I mean, if
This
you're
is not Price is
right,
Right rules.
That's
Yeah, if
exactly
I-
what that's exactly what he's doing.
well, no, if he's right, then I'm probably right. But I think it's closer to like
To
95 than
Yeah,
to
that's valid.
110. You know, so like
That's
my
valid.
thought is to go a tad under.
Okay, style.
I'm gonna go with this as just a class.
Okay, I'll go. Bourbon.
It's a classic bourbon.
Yeah, this is bourbon
Same
to me.
thing.
Yeah.
Price.
I'm thinking this is $55.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
You got to be within $5.
I'm gonna go. I just want to beat Ben, so I'm gonna go 35. Just to-
$35. Oh my!
No,
gosh,
you know what? He
a
said sub
bargain.
30. He
What
said
a
sub
freaking
30.
bargain!
I'm gonna go 43. 43 is my guess.
Okay,
Okay.
what bottle? You have to say bottle first, because hold on. Let me write down my bottle so I don't get accused of copying you. Hold on.
No, I don't care. I'll go. I'll go with
Loading. We're buffering. Still buffering.
I don't know.
It's just choose a bottle.
I don't know. I'm trying to
Ben,
think
go.
of-
Ben, you go. No, TJ lost his turn. Ben,
TJ's
go.
gonna freaking
I'm
steal my thing. You can't steal mine. I'm going.
I won't.
Four Roses single barrel.
Okay.
Is that it?
You have to guess, TJ.
I'll go. What did I say? But see, the problem is
Yeah,
I don't know anything. It's
dingus.
$43. I'll go completely off the rails here and go like,
Michter's American whiskey.
yeah, Jack Daniel's single barrel or Jim Beam single barrel or something like that. Something cheap. A
Just
single
some
barrel.
person's
I don't
name,
know,
single
just
barrel.
something.
Jeez.
Okay.
Cheated and got 2.
All right.
right.
All right. So let's go.
It's
For
neither of
proof-
those, so who
For
cares?
proof.
Yeah.
Ben, you said 100.
100.
TJ, you said 98.
Yes.
Mhm.
So you're both within the right range, but Ben nailed it. It's 100 proof.
Ooh.
For style,
Bottle de Bod. Ooh.
I change Evan Williams bottle and bond.
oh my god. For
That'd be sick.
style, you guys both said classic bourbon.
Yeah.
Correct. It is a classic
Sweet.
straight bourbon.
Let's go, baby.
For price, Ben, you guessed $55.
Yes.
TJ, you guessed 43.
Mm-hmm.
TJ, that's right. It's between, depending on where you get it, $38 to $45.
Dang.
Right in that
Interesting.
range.
Hold on,
So-
hold on. Let me take one more step before we do this.
Yeah. So I will, before we get into what it is, and do we want to get the value score before I say it? Because right now, let's see. Ben
No,
is
value.
at
Yeah, let's do value before.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So $38 to $45.
Yep.
If this is a Michter's
'Cause
like
the name
sour
shouldn't
mash.
matter.
Yeah, if this
Right.
is Michter's sour mash, that's a great bottle. That's like in that same price.
This is
So
Michter's
now I'm thinking
American
it's-
whiskey.
Yeah, I think it's like
the
Michter's American
American.
whiskey or
It's the
sour
American.
mash.
Brendan
something like
loves
that.
that.
Real quick, guys, at points, you both are at 5.5. I'm a homer at 5.75, evidently, but this is a really good score going into the-
5.5
38 to
for like
$45.
$40.
Yeah.
For 40
Yeah.
bucks.
Okay.
5.5 for 40 bucks. I'm going to call that value between
1.5 for
1.5
me.
and 1.75.
1.5 for me.
Ooh, okay.
1.5.
I would really like to look at the other scores that are on the board, but I'm leaning more
Yeah,
towards.
I feel like
1.75.
you guys are going a little low on the value given the score, but that's okay. That's all right.
Yeah, give me a 1.75 here. If I
Okay.
give it a 5.5 out of
8.
8, and I can get to a 5.5 for 40 bucks, I think that's good. I think that's really good. So 1.75 me.
Yeah, I don't want to be accused of being a homer, so I will say 1.75. I think it's an extraordinary value, but I'm biased because I picked these. So I would say
If this is the Old Forester single, or sorry, if this is the Four Roses single barrel, I'm like a friggin' boss.
All
I'm
right.
a feeling it's
That's
towards
like
Michter's,
$50.
but it's
Yeah.
that's why I chose $55.
So the
Anyway,
average, let's see if
yes.
it makes. I wanted to all. My goal for this month was for these to all be 7s at least, and to
Okay.
give them a chance. This,
Yes.
for us collectively, the composite is 7.25. Not quite big board worthy unless we're starting over, but
We
yeah,
are starting over, so
puncher's chance. Well, so we'll make it. So
At
the
least we don't.
reveal
This bottle.
on what it is.
What do we got? Yeah, what?
Four Roses.
My palate is the most refined.
Dude, did you cheat, Ben?
Refined.
Did
No,
you
I didn't cheat. Are you kidding me?
When
This
he
is
started
freaking-
guessing
I was
100
on.
proof, I was like,
Dude,
uh-oh.
I'm
uh-oh.
freaking on this thing. Oh my gosh, I'm amazing. Holy crap, this is the greatest.
But you don't know the
thing.
price of Victor's single barrel, so you or Four Roses, so you lose.
I was
Such a
I was
sore-
hedging my bets there. I was hedging.
Sore loser.
Oh my gosh. I'm surprised you weren't just like, oh, Ben's a genius. The second I said that, you should be like, oh, well, this game's over. Ben's the best.
Ben's the best
Oh,
ever
man.
was, never will be.
Yes. Let's go.
So, but both of you
My
guys
palate
were,
is so
I mean,
refined.
think about TJ almost got the price perfectly.
Yeah,
Right in
no one
that
cares
range.
about that.
This, I mean,
No
Ben
one
wins.
cares about
Ben
that.
wins the day, but it was
Crushing it.
nicely done by both you guys to get the
This is a
proof.
great.
That's a great bottle.
40,
I
43.
almost guessed a small batch select, but that would have been too expensive. You know, I was
Mhm.
between the single barrel and the small batch select, and I was like, man, I think this is great.
Both
I
are
think I
good.
know this is the Four Roses single barrel. I'm
So
a big fan of this bottle.
As we start off Brendan month, Four Roses single barrel is near and dear to my heart because it was one of the first bourbons that got me into drinking bourbon neat, and Ben's very distracted right now. I think it's a great whiskey for advanced drinkers like us. We all are able to enjoy this and say this is a nice classic
Advanced.
bourbon. But if you're new into it too, and it's a really nice, cool, classy bottle. If you were bring this to a party or something like this, at $35-$40,
It's a
hell yeah.
great party bottle.
If you go to
Yeah.
Costco, you can
No
get this for $33 in Tallahassee right now. Don't go to Costco.
that where you got it?
They're dead to me.
I will say, I was in Baton Rouge for the Alabama LSU game in 2016, and we were given a bottle of this, and I was just taking shots of it, and it was not very good then. But I'm glad that I've matured since 2016
It's a
slightly.
great bottle. What a great
And,
bottle this is.
Yeah, this is really good. I've come a long way from. There's a GIF of me somewhere drinking that. It's not great. So anyway, this is really good. This was good. 7.25 is a good score for it. All right, cool. Go back and check out Tuesday's episode. Ben wasn't here. Show sucked, but glad to have Ben
Yep.
back. Also, very glad to have our new producer Forrest, who is doing a great job on our YouTube. If
Killing
you
it
watch
with them
this on
thumbnails.
Twitter,
Killing it.
you watch this on Twitter, you watch this on Facebook, you listen to this on Apple or SoundCloud or Spotify, one of those, go check out our YouTube. It's Bourbon on a Budget. Forrest is killing it with the thumbnails and the YouTube right now. Appreciate all the work and the effort that goes into this. We will be back next Tuesday for our regular show. Monday night, if you watch us live. Of course, we've got several rapid reviews coming out. Brendan put out one today. I think Ben and I have one in the chamber that Joe sent us. It may or may not be a Blue Note 17 that we will put out this week as well. I'm out of breath, I'm out of time, and I'm out of this show.
Out of money,
For-
baby.
For myself, Brendan Sinone, and Ben Cock, this is Bourbon on a Budget,
The Savant.
and I'm back to
Four
another
Roses single
week.
barrel. Genius.
I'm back to another sober
Himself.
week. Cheers.
Cheers.